Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video today. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, we've got some latest designs for the Tesla Model 3 Highland Refresh, and on top of that, we've got some rear photos of rear designs as well of this latest Model 3 that is allegedly supposed to be coming out soon, maybe even next month or maybe even the next week. So let's take a look at it, plus a variety of different topics. But before we do all that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. And shout out to my latest Patreon member, Jeffrey. Thank you for supporting. If you want to check it out, Patreon link down below in the description. So shout out to RIVIAN Design, coming out with more designs, more renders, more guesses at what this Model 3 Highland Refresh is supposed to be looking like. And the cool thing with this is that we've got some more detailed rear shots of the back of the Model 3 Highland, and I am liking what I am seeing here. Of course, some people think that there might be a full LED bar across the top, or some people think it's going to be looking more like this with a kind of sharp-edged tail like. And also on top of that, we've got this really cool looking diffuser that is supposed to match what the Model S looks like on the rear of it as well. And if it comes in this nice gloss black, which is a pretty nice touch on top of that, but very aggressive. You got this nice, what is it, like an N or an upside down U for the back of it, but I'm really liking what I am seeing for the Model 3 refresh. But let me know what your thoughts. Of course, definitely go give RIVIAN Design on Twitter/X a follow if you want to get the latest and greatest of the Model 3 renders. But of course, these are 3D modeling of the Model 3 Highland, of course, taken in from all the different views that people might be thinking of what the Model 3 Highland is going to be looking like. And on top of that, they're taking in feedback from some Tesla employees that might have leaked it, who knows, but that we can only speculate at this point. On top of it, here's another post of what the Model 3 with the suspected LED rear lights as well might be looking like in the bumper. And on top of that, RIVIAN is posting all the different photos on Instagram as well. So if you want to take a look at it directly from the feed of all the different renders, you can see it from there as well. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. I am certainly excited for this Model 3 Highland just to see what it might potentially could look like. And I imagine you probably are as well. Another Model 3 Highland Refresh news piece. It looks like the Model 3 Highland has been seen testing in Germany as well. We have been seeing some posts of the Model 3 Highland being tested in the Chinese market, maybe some hot weather testing, but now we also are seeing it in the German Autobahn market as well. We've been also seeing it in the US area, so it is pretty interesting that Tesla is starting to release this more slowly in all these different markets. Of course, every single vehicle that we've been seeing has been covered up just like this, not like the Cybertruck. So maybe Tesla is trying to roll it out a little bit slowly of all the different things that they're trying to roll out with. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Let me know what you're thinking. Do you feel like the Model 3, do you like the design A? And also, do you feel like that it is going to be coming out next month? A lot of people have been speculating it's going to be a September or maybe mid-September, even late September release, but we shall certainly see at the end of the day. But let me know what your thoughts on it. We're going to jump into the next topic. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is a Patreon link where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. But thanks for coming in then. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Thanks for hitting the like button. It really goes a long way and supports. Thanks for all the comments and subscribes. If anybody is out there that just bought a Tesla or is about to buy a Tesla, definitely check out our Tesla discount accessory codes down below in the description. We got 3D Mats USA for a premium floor mat for your Tesla. We got RIVIAN for Tesla accessories. We got Jawa for the best Tesla accessories, and we got MAGBAK as well. So Tesla discount codes all down below in the description. Water break. In this next topic, a new article was just released that Tesla vehicles and all electric vehicles cost a little bit more to repair than others. So let us take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. Shout out to Inside EVs. EVs are more expensive to repair in collisions, study finds. While EVs are more costly to fix in the event of a collision, they are likely to remain drivable. So taking a look at this article, it kind of makes sense, right? Newer technology, all these different computers and gadgets, and also if the manufacturers aren't used to building them for 5, 10, 20 years, then repairing them is going to be a higher cost. And the other thing that with the EVs and Tesla vehicles specifically is if it gets into an accident, a lot of body shops don't necessarily want to mess with the battery, so they'll just write off and total the whole battery as well. But coming from this article, for Q2 2023, severity costs were higher for EVs by $963 in the US and $1,328 in Canada's. I mean, I can't imagine this comes as a surprise for most of you, but that's also why Tesla insurance and insurance for any electric vehicle is going to be that much more than your regular car. I try and tell people, if you're looking for insurance for your Tesla, you're going to expect anywhere from 10 to 20, maybe 30% more than what you're currently paying a month. I want to say we did a poll on the channel a long time ago, and the average monthly payment for insurance for all drivers across the country is about $150 a month. So that could be more than what you're paying now, but of course that is definitely going to be more, and because of all these different costs. So knock on wood, hopefully you'll never have to use it, but just be FYI aware of that. But on top of that, Tesla insurance, a lot of people ask me what is the best insurance for insuring your Tesla, and Tesla insurance is always going to be the cheapest or least expensive, so just be aware of that. But at the end of the day, go quote all of them to see which one is the best viable option for you. But we're going to jump into the next topic, but before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is the Patreon link for the channel, so definitely check it out if you're interested. But if you're just joining in, welcome, Yar. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for supporting. Thank you to everybody that hits the like button, the comments, the subscribes. We've got a couple more topics to talk about. In this next one, we're gonna do a bit of an analysis of Tesla pricing, because we do this once a month, and there's been some drastic swings, like $2,000 to $3,000 drastic swings on the pricing front for all the different prices for the Tesla Model 3, Model Y. We're going to just compare both of those. But on top of that, before we get into that, definitely there's a referral code, just like the one down below in the description, where you can save an extra $500 to $1,000 off your Tesla Model 3, Model Y, S, or even X. So definitely check it out. Tesla referral code down below in the description. And thank you to everybody that's used our Tesla referral code. Thank you to everybody that's used our accessory discount codes. And of course, thank you to everybody that just comes in here, watches, hits the like button, the comments, and the subscribes. We're going to be ramping up some big giveaways once a month, and hopefully ramping up to a big one in December. And so hopefully one of you will be winning that big giveaway in December. But we still got to do one giveaway this month for it. In this next topic, we haven't taken a look at Tesla pricing recently, but we're going to analyze some of the pricing between the Model 3 and the Model Y. And there is some big differences from last month, because Tesla has added a lot of inventory vehicles, but what we're really going to be looking at is the cheapest variant of each trim across the Model 3 and Model Y, and compare it between the both of them to see what type of differences we can see in terms of the pricing for each of the models, to to really compare, is it worth it to go up to a more expensive vehicle or go up to the Model 3 versus the Model Y, and take a look at how much you're going to be paying for each of those vehicles. So let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. So here are the prices on the screen. You can quickly click pause or we're going to come right back to it. But here is what I am looking at. I'm going to waitingfortesla.com, which is my favorite inventory tracking website, to see all the different demo discounted inventory that is out there. Shout out to TJ and the team. This is a third-party aggregator site, so you can take a look at it, see what prices are actually out there, and then click down the reserve button. Make sure, of course, you have a Tesla referral code to get that extra $500 to $1,000 off. Make sure you get the green check mark and then go ahead and place the deposit. But what I did was I took every single trim level for each of the Model 3 and the Model Y, and I compared it to see, including the $7,500 federal tax credit and of course including the $500 referral credit, to see what are the prices between the two of them. And there was definitely some big changes from the last month when we did this in July. There was some $2,000 to $3,000 price changes in terms of what was the cheapest that you could get in inventory for the Model 3 and the Model Y, but you can see it right here on this screen. To kind of walk you through this, Model 3 standard range rear-wheel drive adjusted after the tax credit and referral credit, you have an adjusted price of $29,420. Taking a look at the Model Y standard range all-wheel drive, not versus the Model 3 rear-wheel drive, you can see after the tax credit and the referral credit, your price is going to be $35,920 in inventory. So you can see there is a $6,500 difference between the Model 3 standard range and the Model Y standard range. Now, of course, the Model Y is a bigger vehicle, and on top of that, the Model Y standard range is all-wheel drive, but that's a little bit tough. I mean, that's essentially 20% more that you're paying for the vehicle to get the bigger vehicle and all-wheel drive. So some might think that's worth it. Others might not think that's worth it. Of course, this is not factoring in any sort of state incentives like California has today, a $2,000 rebate, but of course that has been running out of money and will be ending on September 5th. So just be aware of some of those things, of course, but these are factoring in the $500 Tesla referral credit, just like the one down below in the description, where you can get anywhere from $500 to $1,000 off. So definitely check out that link down below in the description. But taking a look at the long range variants, there was big swings here because Tesla has a little bit of a issue with Model 3 and Model Y inventory. You can see Model 3 long range MSRP $43,420. or price of it $43,420 in inventory price, and adjusted price after the tax credit and referral $35,420. Looking at the long range variant though, inventory price $45,440 as the lowest price in inventory for the Model Y, and adjusted price $37,440 for only a $2,000 difference. I would say that is 100% worth it to pay basically 5% more for arguably way more vehicle. That would say that would be worth it to go from the Model 3 long range to the Model Y long range. Unless you're like a sports car junkie, you want that lower suspension, you want like a sedan of some sort, then that could make some sense in that area. But I think really getting the Model Y long range is the thing to buy when you compare it against the Model 3 long range. Taking a look at the Model 3 performance versus the Model Y performance, you can see that there is a almost $5,000 difference between the Model 3 performance and the Model Y performance. Really $39,920 versus a purchase price of $44,860 for the Model Y performance. Of course, both of these vehicles are the cheapest one as found in inventory, and both of these vehicles are factoring in the Tesla referral credit, just like the one down below in the description, to get that extra $500 off. So really this one's a tough one, because if you're a performance junkie, then I would say maybe the Model 3 performance makes a lot of sense, because saving $5,000, which could be used on a lot of upgrades, suspensions, and things like that for the Model 3 performance, could make sense. But if you, I guess you want the most baddest Model Y you can personally get, then spending that extra $5,000 could make some sense. But you can clearly see which vehicle right here is the better deal, and that of course is going to be the Model 3 performance. So to sum it all up, Model 3 standard range is a better deal, Model Y long range is the better deal, and then Model 3 performance I would say personally is the better deal. But Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what you're thinking. This was basically a Tesla pricing analyzed between both of the vehicles. Which one are you looking to purchase? And also, which one are you maybe even have a deposit on order with? I mean, right now, this is probably the best time in terms of the cadence of the month because we've got, 3 to 4 days left in the month of August. So all the different inventory vehicles, all the different discounted vehicles are going to be posted, but really going to your local Tesla center, talking to an advisor to see which inventory could be out there available for you is going to be the best variant. But we're going to lock these prices in, and of course we're going to do this next month because next month is going to be a very interesting time because next month is the last month of the quarter, which is September. So I would imagine all the different incentives and all the different promotions are going to get released, especially because if we take a look at this Tesla inventory tracking chart from Tesla-info, remove the Model S and the Model X, you can see that we've got plenty of Model Y inventory and plenty of Model 3 inventory. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. On top of that, we've got, of course, this Model 3 Highland that is supposedly coming out in this near future. Every single day we get some sort of render, teaser, or vehicle that's been shown on the road. And this is the latest one from RIVIAN Designs, which they've taken in the notes and designed the rear bumper and the front bumper to really show a very sleek vehicle. If this vehicle, from what people are saying, is going to be coming out in September 15th or 30th, if it actually comes out, it is certainly going to have some sort of Osborne effect, and all the Model 3s that are in inventory are going to have an effect on Tesla. Maybe Tesla will have to do some sort of incentive or some sort of promotion to clear them out. But let me know what your thoughts on it. Let me know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments, but before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. If you're looking for someone to ask some questions about how to get the best deal on Tesla or even the best financing rate, you can get that at my Patreon link down below in the description. And after you join, you can even schedule a phone call with me where we can go over your exact buying situation to get the best financing and the best deal. And after you join, you get a link to my buying guide, which is the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check out Patreon link down below in the description. All right. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting all the like buttons, the comments, and the subscribes. Yara, thanks for coming in. RKG, the new Prius looks more stylish in the front than the Refresh Model 3. I mean, I'm not going to argue with you there. The new Prius looks super nice. And I think I just saw a post from someone that did a road trip of this thing, and they got like 62 miles per gallon, which if you're looking for a daily driver and you're going to be doing a lot of cross country, maybe going through a lot of back roads, then I really can't imagine this would not be the best vehicle for you, because then you don't have to really rely on the charging network. If let's say you're going into the middle of the desert a lot, you don't want to rely on it. But at the end of the day, it's kind of the tough issue with buying these types of vehicles from dealerships. Like, there could be markup, there could not be, but I can't deny the Prius looks nice, and the gas mileage, 62, 63 miles per gallon, also looks pretty nice at the end of the day. Ming, do they just keep discounting the car until it eventually sells? Yeah, basically at this point, like, there's more and more discounts out there. And so also as we get to the end of the September, end of quarter, there could be more promotions and more incentives. Paul, thanks for coming in. Welcome back. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything. Let's see. We got one more topic. In this next topic, there was a little bit of a troubling article that just got posted, and it talks about a massive crack that was been found in the Giga Crack of a Texas Tesla Model Y. So let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. Shout out to The Drive for posting this. Tesla Model Y owner finds scary cracks in the Giga Crack front end. Quote, the crack is big enough that you can shine light through it. Here's some pictures from where you can actually see. This does look pretty troubling to me. I mean, you could take a look at it and take it for whatever it's worth. Hopefully Tesla's going to take this vehicle in and probably buy it back from the customer, but it does look pretty scary of what this could be. Of course, like, they could be driving anywhere, and I'm not sure how bad it could really get, but I will say that Tesla will probably buy this back and make it right for the customer, but who knows at the end of the day. But this could have been a really bad thing. I mean, let me know what your thoughts are. If you're an engineer, you know more about this, but most likely this is going to get taken care of. But I just want to highlight it just to make sure people are aware of it, of what to really just check your vehicle. I mean, we've all done we've all taken a look at these delivery checklists where we go through all the different things and make sure we get all the different accessories from your Tesla delivery and make sure, you know, nothing is broken or panel alignment. But now we also have to take a look at the interior of the vehicle, look at the frame or subframe or whatever this is, to make sure there just are not any sort of cracks from the build. But let me know what your thoughts on it. Let me know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by our Patreon link. Tell them the description is Patreon link to support the channel. So definitely check it out if you're interested. But thanks for supporting, everybody. Thanks for jumping in. In case you missed it, there were some new designs from RIVIAN Design for the Model 3 Highland Refresh. We got this nice red one that looks pretty badass, I would say. I really like this rear diffuser set. And of course, just like all vehicles, I feel like that are coming out these days, the rear of the vehicle looks much better than the front of the vehicle. I really like how this rear side looks in compared to the front of the vehicle. But can't wait to see this vehicle in person, hopefully September 15th or September 30th when they are rumored to actually let it come out. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting all the like buttons. Definitely check out all the links down below in the description if you're looking for more information. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.